All right, hello. So we're going to solve out here for the chord of the circle, then of the problems down here. So is the question. So converse of theorem one is chord of the subtangent equal and equal angles at the center of the circle have equal lengths. Now here we're going to prove out the first one that triangle AOB is equals to triangle triangle COD. Given that, we know that angle AOB is simply equals to the angle COD. So hence we're going to prove out down here. So two angles are congruent down then. So we can use the side angles congruency down here. So the first one we have here is that we're going to prove that these are simply not true. So here we have the angles of AOB. So let's try to reason out that one then. So we have, if you can see out here, we have for the O and A. Now, for the other one down here, O and A, and this is simply equals to O and C then. Now, O and A and CO and O and C then. Okay, so that's simply equal. So both are the same, or are in the, we're gonna write out then are both lines are, yeah, you got it right, radii then. Now, how did, now, the second one then that we can prove out then here is that it says that angle AOB is simply equals to, angle COD. So this one's place is explicitly given by the problem statements then. Okay, so next one, we can write that out as a given down there. Now, next one, we say that here we can see it out then OB is equals to OD, OD then. Now, so OB is equals to OD, that means both of the lines are in the radii of the circle then, or they are in the same circle. Okay, so that's the one we have. So since both of the two sides and including the angles or the triangles AOB are equal to two sides, that concludes that we have here as the triangle AOB is simply congruent to the C of the triangle COD now. Now, so do we call this one as by the side angle side then? Okay, now, so we are able to answer out for the first one here. Now, moving on for that one, we're going to prove out that AB is equal to CD. Now, to prove that here, let's try to write it out, prove that. Now, so this would be the second part down here for the B. So we're going to prove that one, prove that we have AB is equals to CD. Now, looking out for the figure down again here. So, since we have already established the part that the two triangles are congruent here at the first, we're able to see out then here all the two triangles are the same or simply equals then. So we're going to write out then as triangle AOB is simply congruent to the triangle COD. Now, so this must be the reason that we're going to use out for to prove it out for that one. This part is what we call as the, let's try to write and type it out then. So these are what we call as the, okay, so let me write down for that one. Let me just type it out for you. Okay, so these are what we call as the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal then. So this would be shown has been proved with the previous examples that we have. Okay, so that solves this problem 10.